Welcome to your new journey of an entrepreneur, hosted by myself, Joyce Van Setters, and my friend Pete Moriello. With over 20 years of experience, we will be exploring this world of innovators, providing insights and advice to aspiring and current entrepreneurs. We'll share stories of success, failures, and all of the lessons we learned along the way. Get ready to break out of your comfort zone, but on the other side of this, you will be forever free. Welcome to the Forever Free Space podcast. I am your host, Joyce Van Setters.
And I am Pete Moriello.
And we are back for season 3.
Yes, we are.
Happy birthday, first off.
Thank you.
What'd you do? Did you do anything exciting?
No, I didn't do anything. No, well, my birthday was actually on Mother's Day.
Yeah, so you kind of get the shaft.
Stinks, yeah.
You get the shaft.
It was like, oh, happy Mother's Day. Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
I thought about that. I was like, he's getting the shaft.
It's like
definitely.
having your birthday on Christmas.
When I was younger, my birthday's February 2nd. So guys would, if I was dating someone, they were like, you know, you're not getting no Valentine's Day gift, right? That's too close.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. But what do you get on Valentine's Day? Chocolate.
Yeah.
Or like some
whatever.
Flower that dies the next day.
Exactly. So we are happy to be back.
Yes.
Today we're going to talk about the role of mentorship in coaching and entrepreneurship, because a couple of episodes ago, Pete and I had Beth Neidick on, who is an entrepreneurial mentor, ex-producer to Oprah Show, MTV. We're going to put that episode up so that you can see it. Mm-hmm. But we got real excited about some of the gems she gave us, and you really should check that out. So today we're going to talk about the role of mentorship in coaching and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about when we went in quarantine. Another reason I'm excited about talking about this, my husband and I started a business. It was called BFP, and it was like for Black fitness professionals. Basically, people who wanted to be a personal trainer but couldn't go to school or couldn't afford to do anything. So for a year, we basically paid for all of their stuff, their business cards, their website. We actually built their websites.
Okay.
We basically put together a group of mentors that would, whenever someone would come on, we would line them up. Like, let's say you came on, we would line you up after an interview with you with a mentor on our team, and they coached them. And I don't know why I never thought, because we only did it for a year, thought about that again, but it's just so important to have these things in place, because out of the, I want to say 10 people we had, I see online now on social media, 4 of them are going really strong right now.
So they're doing really well.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and I forgot all about
It's
this.
because of you.
Because of us.
Us. Yeah,
yeah.
you don't want to forget. All right.
So how important is coaching or having a mentor in entrepreneurship to you?
It's very important. Because when you're starting out as an entrepreneur, we always say this, right? You're wearing all these different hats.
Yeah.
And you're trying to figure it out. So for someone to help guide you in a direction, it's going to save you a lot of time. Because I believe you're going to spend, if you don't have coaching, you're going to spend a lot of time dabbling in different things to figure out how to, let's say, market yourself.
Yeah.
So you're going to dip into maybe 2 or 3 different things to pump into marketing, where if you had a coach, just based off experience, they could say, you know what, maybe you shouldn't invest in this piece, just concentrate on these 2 marketing pieces. That's going to be the most rate of return. Right. But, when you don't have that, you're just, you're ripping and running, you're trying to figure out what's working, and you can overspend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start with, I think, the easiest way for someone to actually find a coach or a mentor to help them, because I basically went online and just kind of blasted it out there. I know everybody was all over social media when we were in quarantine, so it was easy for me to find these people. But if you're the entrepreneur and you're looking to find a mentor or coach, I think you should start in your network first.
Yes, I agree. Or look at someone that's successful, and even you have access to everybody, right? Whether it's through social media, email. Ask them if they wouldn't mind helping you or coaching you. Because there's some people out there that wouldn't mind if you're serious. People got to understand something too, because this happened to me plenty of times. Do not take people's time for granted.
Yeah.
If this is what you want to do, and you ask somebody to help you, and then you're not doing let's say the 5 things that they're giving you to do and checking in on you, you're wasting that person's time.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, that maybe you're just not ready to do what you're supposed to do, or maybe you need more time to figure it out.
Yeah.
'Cause that's happened to me multiple times. And that's the most frustrating thing to, let's say, for someone like myself, someone asks me for help or to coach them or whatever, and I do try to take that time out, and you don't follow or, even dedicate the time that I'm asking you to dedicate, then what am I doing?
Are
So
you traumatized right now about this?
I could honestly
Little
say
bit.
it's one of my
Pet peeves.
biggest ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I hate someone who says
Wasting
they
your time.
want to do something and they don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here right now?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I get it. It's
come on, man.
Time is all we have. So,
That's it.
but from the entrepreneur themselves, if they're going to look for a coach, I think one, like we said, they should start in their network, but they should also see, if you're seeking out a coach, learn how that coach works with other people, their
Yes.
relationships with other people, because that can tell you a lot.
You should find a coach that's within your niche, right?
Yeah.
But,
Definitely.
also depending on what it is, if it's like, if you're in a sales business and you're maybe getting to sales and you want a sales coach, I mean, that person could be, generic B2B person. They
Yeah.
could coach, insurance sales, book sales, whatever that is, that might be a person that is going to hold you accountable. But if you're doing something like a personal training, yeah, you might want a personal training coach to guide you in the direction of that business.
Yeah.
So that's something you definitely need.
If you're someone that, let's go back to the wasting time. If you're someone that thinks you need a coach and you're showing signs that you're not ready, like you said, then you need to think about, before you even get a coach, what's your pattern? What's your habitual pattern that you're trying to break?
Laziness.
Sometimes they say
Procrastination.
when people are super, super busy, yeah, exactly. I'm busy, everybody's busy. That's a form of laziness.
Yeah.
Like, that's a form of procrastination.
Yeah. Saying that you're busy, but you're not.
Yeah.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So you need to think about what your habits are first, so that you can break those habits, because then you won't go in and just waste someone's time.
Yeah. And a good coach will cut you loose.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, you're not ready. Get out of here. I can't do this with you.
But a coach will also teach you time management.
That's the main thing you need to learn is time management.
Yeah. And
If you don't
there's
have
so
a
many
grasp
apps
on
right now,
time,
too.
then you're fucked.
Yeah, there's so many apps right now that you could download if you're not ready for a coach.
I had a business coach.
Did you? I did too.
The
did too.
first thing she said was, every Sunday make your schedule. Like, you make your and I had to send it to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make a schedule on a Sunday for the whole weekend. I had to send it to her.
With everything that you were doing, or just business?
No, pretty much everything.
Yeah, see,
like
that's
everything
that's
that was
how you learn.
Yeah, everything that was blocked out, like gym, shower, dress, dot.
I like that. That's how you
Yeah.
learn time management. Who was your business coach?
I forget her
You want to
name.
plug her?
No, I actually wish I could remember right now.
The reason why everything is so important,
She was
because
a nice
the
lady.
physical, the gym and everything, the physical is just as important, if not more, than the mental. Because if you're not in good shape, and we always talk about this, you and I, no matter what business you're in.
Yeah.
You're,
It's
you're
for
go-
health,
you're gonna,
too.
Yeah, well, you're going to feel lousy. So you're not, if you're already procrastinating, you really think you're going to get something done in time management wise if you're not feeling good?
So the reason
Or if
why
you don't have energy?
the reason why I chose to do it is because I was pretty much working the whole entire day. Like, remember, I was
Sun up,
teaching.
sun
I was
down.
teaching at one point, and then right from teaching, I was real estating.
Yeah.
So my thing was gym at 5 a.m., home shower, eat, boom, go to school, work that time block, and then afterwards I'm real estating, and I would real estate to like 9 o'clock at night, and I would just repeat.
Burnout.
Yeah, I felt like, come Sunday or Saturday to weekend, you just feel like, wow, man, and even on Saturdays I was working, or Sundays I was working. So
Yeah.
sometimes I was working 7 days a week. So sometimes it really gets to you. So it's really important to, time block and time manage.
Yeah. Even if it's something as far as putting together a program for yourself, if you're not ready for a coach, as far as your workout, your meditation, going for a walk, whatever we put in together as habits that we know need to be broken, we need to, what are you going to say?
So people don't
Give it to me.
realize that every single thing you do
Is a habit.
is a plan of action.
It's a habit too.
Yeah, habits, right?
Yeah.
It's everything. People don't get it. Like, I don't know why we don't understand this. Like, everything,
Well, I
right?
think
When
it's
you go to
human nature.
school, you have a plan. You have
Yeah.
a schedule, right? When you went in first grade, you had a schedule. Your mom had you on an eating schedule.
Yeah.
Your mother had you on a bedtime schedule. That was a plan of action to prepare you for success.
Right.
And then when we go into our adult life, it's like we rip that up and we throw it out, and then we totally forget what to do.
Yeah.
If you're training for a sport, if you're training for a weightlifting competition or a bodybuilding competition, you have a plan of action. There's a diet plan. There's a workout regimen. You know, you're tweaking stuff along 12, 16, whatever amount of weeks you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, there's people get away from that.
It almost sounds like what you're saying is when you're younger, you have guidance.
Yeah.
And then when you're an adult and you no longer have guidance, that's when you lose it.
That's
why you
exactly
need that
what I'm
coach.
saying. When you are an adult, you have no guidance at all. I truly believe that. How many us as adults right now don't have a fucking clue what we're doing?
All of
Like,
us.
you
in
don't
some
know what you're
aspect.
doing,
I mean,
right?
All of us in some aspect. Yeah, we're
100%.
just throwing it and seeing
You're just
what
like,
sticks.
shit, I don't know. Maybe this is the right choice or not. Maybe it is. I'll try it out. Let me see what happens.
But I had a business coach as well. I'll go back to that. And I remember the first thing they taught me was, well, it didn't even have to be taught, but it was about habits.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about, you know, the way you work out, the way you meditate. And I was like, this has nothing to do with business.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, because I already did that, but I actually wasn't implementing that into my business.
Right.
You know, it was just like, this is a habit for me. You know, working
It's
out
normal
me
for you.
It's normal, yeah.
Same thing with me,
Yeah,
right.
working out is like whatever. That's what I do. It's in my day. But I didn't realize I actually wasn't implementing that into my business. So that was very eye-opening for me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know, to make that connection.
Of course. But that's something that you're used to, so it's kind of like second nature to you.
Yeah,
Some people don't have that as second nature.
yeah.
Some
But
people
I
used to
loved
waking
my
up.
business coach. I loved
Yeah.
it. I mean, I worked with him for probably 4 years when I started my business, and that was when I decided to go out on my own
Mm-hmm.
as far as personal training. And you know, you can go out on what I learned from that is I can go out on my own to personal training and just not have a plan, like you said, and just, you know, I got clients, I'm doing this and doing that, but there was no structure.
Right.
There's no organization. And
Right.
until I got organization and structure, then I was like, I have a business.
Yes.
I have an actual business.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You treated it like a business.
Right.
Right. You weren't just like, yeah, I'll just fuck around with it.
Right.
I'm doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because that's what people do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And he also taught me something called skill stacking. Do you know what that is?
No.
Can't say it because of my braces. Skill stacking is basically when you so you're in real estate.
Yes.
So you love real estate, that's what you do.
It's my thing.
Right, but you can still go learn new skills and stack them on to whatever you're doing that it may not be in real estate, but you can basically merge those things together,
I agree.
right?
I like it. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that with everything pretty much.
Everything. Some skills
Yeah.
that we're doing now is even podcasting. I think that's part of our skill stacking.
Skills, yes.
Skill stacking.
Because you're speaking, you're networking through social media.
Right.
It's all part of business.
Right.
Right. You know, we do this podcast. You know, I've had other people reach out to me to jump on their podcasts. So it's like,
Have you? That's cool.
yeah. So it's like, so it's becoming a connection.
Yeah.
Skill stacking that way.
There you go.
Absolutely.
And there's always new trends in your niche that you could learn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another part of skill stacking. I can't say that.
It's tricky.
I want to say still stacking.
No,
but
skill
stacking.
stacking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it also helps you gain confidence, not just in your niche, but in your business.
Yes.
You know, because although in your niche, I'm sure you're when someone comes to you, you're the authority on whatever it is that you're positive about. What was it that we were saying, that you are a problem solver?
Yeah.
He's a problem solver. So you're the authority on problem solving.
100%.
Right? But you skill stack, and then you have other things that you're the authority
Managing.
on. Right? And what happens to the confidence?
Marketing, all that stuff.
Confidence goes up.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much know what I'm doing, and I'm confident that I'm going to get the job done.
Right. And if someone comes to you, you feel like you'll have the answer.
Yes. I coach agents now. Like, I have a small team, and I'm coaching them continuously. You know, so I'm continuously letting them know what they need to do and how they need to do this and what's going to bring them to success. You know, some people do need that accountability.
Yeah.
Some people don't, but the majority of the people, they do need accountability.
Yeah, I do.
You know?
I do. One of the biggest things I learned in my business through my business coach also was that nothing in my business is an emergency. So, you know, I'm someone who doesn't like to be late for anything. I freak out. Like this morning, I was late going to the hair salon,
hate being
and my heart was
late.
pumping out of my
I
chest.
fucking hate
Mainly
being
because
late.
of my business. So when I was
Oh,
going
yeah,
to people's
yeah.
homes, if I have 10 clients that day and I'm late for client number 1, then I'm late
You're
for
late
client
for
number
everything.
10. Exactly. So that is not a thing for me. It was just out of my hands this morning. But when I learned that nothing in my business is an emergency, it made me not have that stress anymore, because
Yeah.
it's like, if it's out of my control, I can't, you know, there's nothing I can do
You
about it.
can't do anything
Right.
about it,
It's
no.
not like I woke up late and was like,
There's
you know, oh,
traffic.
man.
There's other
Something's
shit that
always going to come into
happens.
play. You know, there an email that, you know, you need to look at right away because someone sent it to you and said, Pete, did you get that email about the house that I'm trying to sell? You know, what's up? What? It's not an emergency. Nothing's an emergency in your business. And once I learned that, and you can take it in different ways, because you're probably thinking it is an emergency when I want that check, but nothing's an emergency.
No,
Nothing.
no, I don't think that, but I think the outside world always thinks that we're in an instant gratification society.
Tell me about it.
So I'm telling you about it right now.
Tell me more.
So it's not sometimes me or you, it's them.
Yeah.
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
It's because everybody wants things right now. Like, oh, I sent you an email. How come you haven't responded? Oh, when did you send it? Oh, I sent it 30 minutes ago. Oh, my bad. I was doing something. I was
Yeah.
on an appointment, or
God forbid.
I was taking a shower. Like,
Right.
you know, I didn't see it yet, you know, but some people want that quick response. You know, it's like everything else. Like, oh, they didn't get back to me today, or you didn't get back to me, and you gotta give me a chance, man. You know, I'm not just sitting around, you know, tying my sneakers waiting for you to call me. Like, I'm actually doing stuff.
Right.
You know, I tell people like this. I say, you know, I tell my clients when I meet them, I'm like, you're always gonna get a response from me. You know, when you call me, I am gonna respond to you. If I don't get to you in the time that you'd like, it's probably because I can't, but I will get back to you. And if I don't get back to you, then you just don't worry about yourself. Worry about me. Worry about that something happened to me because I didn't get back to you.
Right.
Because I will respond to you.
Right. I
It's
like
just
that.
I just have to allow me the time to get back to you.
Right.
Because people want you to get back to them like this.
Oh, of course.
Like, oh man, I just send a text message and you're waiting and you're looking. Oh wait, I got them 3 dots. Oh, you didn't respond to me yet.
Wait, I literally have had people say, and I don't really know the backside of when you send someone a text messages about those 3 dots. I don't know, like, do they only come up when you're typing back, or if you have that text open? Because sometimes I'll have that text open.
No, so apparently when I'm looking at those 3 dots, it's me saying that you're responding to the text.
Okay, because
you're about to send
I've
it.
literally had someone text me and say, I saw the 3 dots, but then I never got a response from you. And I was like, 3 dots? I thought maybe just because I had the phone open and their text open.
No, so on the other side, you can see, like, it looks like you're
I'm
about
typing.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People want that right away, you know?
Jeez.
If it doesn't happen, then they're upset with you.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So to start looking for a coach, what would you say the number one thing besides, well, we got time management. What would you say
Yeah.
the number one thing is that someone needs to focus on?
You need to check the reviews. You need to know if that person's successful at what they do.
I mean, within themselves.
Right.
Sorry.
So
I'm an
themselves.
entrepreneur, yeah, and I'm looking
Yeah.
for a coach. What's the number one thing I need to be working on? I'll start first. I think I need to think about what are my actual beliefs,
Yes.
right?
You need
Because-
to ask yourself, are you coachable?
That's a good one.
Yeah, like, do you fucking shut up and listen?
That's a good one.
You know?
Yeah.
Because there's uncoachable people out there.
Yeah.
It's like a sport. It's like baseball. Like, there's kids that are coachable and there's kids that are not.
Yeah.
You know, like, they just don't want to listen. They don't want to process the information. They could be looking at you and it just can't be entering their brain, and then they're off doing the same bullshit again.
Right.
Right? It's the same thing. Are you coachable, or are you open to receive information? It's like everything else. Like, if you go to therapy and the therapist is talking to you about, you know, how to fix yourself, but you're not taking it in, you're
Right.
not going to
You're
improve.
listening, but you're not listening.
Yeah, so are you
Yeah.
coachable, number one? And then if you think that you are coachable, then what's the next thing you need to do? Are you going to apply those things? Because a coach is going to give you things to put in action. And then they're going to refer back to it and say, oh, did you do A? How's B coming along?
Yeah.
How's C coming along? Oh, I didn't do it either. I didn't do anything. Okay, well, what did you do? Oh, I fell asleep. I watched TV. All right, well, you're not doing this. All right, let me give you another shot. Let's work on those 3 things again. And if you're not doing it, then obviously it's not working for you. So 1, you need to figure out, are you coachable?
Okay.
2, I think you need to know what's your goal?
Right. What are your beliefs?
Realistically.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
whether you're opening up a business. Let's say you're opening up a juice bar. Like, what is your goal? Like, is it to have, because a coach will break things down to the very minute process, right? Like, oh, all right, try to get 2 customers per week.
Yeah.
And how are you going to get those 2 new customers a week? Are you going to touch base with people? Are you going to use your database?
Right.
Are you going to be outside with little shots of wheatgrass?
Yeah.
Giving them to people who are walking by.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's try to get 2 a week, because maybe you want to get 10 members.
Right.
Now everything's
Maybe your goal is to increase your sales.
Everything's a membership now.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to get 10 members a month. All right, let's work on that. So like these are things that you really need to know prior.
Yeah.
Or the coach will open you up to kind of figure those things out.
Yeah.
But if you have some type of ideal in mind, then it's helpful.
Yeah. Some of the things that Beth went over with us that I want to go over with you, a couple of the things that I loved. Like, I thought I had a hand. I'm not the best. I have a girl that helps me with social media. But I thought I had a handle on that until we spoke to her. Like, right. When she was like, you should come up with a plan where you guys go live. I always hear people say you have to post constantly. You have to post consistently. But I've seen success with people who post once a week and then maybe don't come back, and then they post, another couple weeks, and they're still successful. So I don't think that that's across the board. I think, yes, you'll get more eyes if you continue to post because people will come back to you, but also your shit needs to be interesting.
Yeah,
because if you post 7 days a week and
garbage.
I have no interest in, it's
stale.
Yeah, nobody cares. And I've even seen like self-help people do that, where they say stuff like, all those memes that they post. It's like, work hard, work smarter, not harder, do this, do that. And all that stuff I consider TBU. Like, it's truthful, but it's useless. You don't go into work and say, today I'm going to work smarter and not harder. No, you're just habitually doing your thing, your work. So I don't believe in all that. I go back to that to say that the posting every day is always going to make you successful. But what I did like about what Beth wanted us to implement was, it was almost like a skill stack. Mm-hmm. A skill stack is to add on something else to our niche.
Yeah.
And branch out. I liked that.
Yeah, no, that was a great piece of info she gave. I thought that was something that, I think we spoke about it, but we just didn't do it. And then
I think we don't have it narrowed
up.
down. Yeah, I think we don't have it narrowed down. I think if I'm someone who needs stuff narrowed down. I'm going to be straight up with you. Mm-hmm. If I don't have something narrowed down and it's like organized, like this is what we're doing, I honestly will forget about it.
Yeah, you start doing other things.
And then I'm like, oh, yeah, we were supposed to do that.
Oh,
what happened?
damn, we should probably get back on that.
Yeah, 4 weeks went by and...
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I loved, what was one of your favorite things that Beth gave us?
I liked
it so much.
That was a lot, yeah. Let me see if I can remember. I do like that she said that. I do like, for us personally, what she said.
Yeah.
She said that we should probably start doing some more behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Which we actually are doing. Got a man right there.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
we actually do have a BTS guy here today, so you will be getting some of that.
Some of that. I think that's important because people want to see what goes into this.
Yeah.
Right, and that's important too because sometimes you just see the end product,
mm-hmm.
right? And everyone's like, "Oh wow, they're so good at that," or "Oh my God, I don't think I can do that," or "How do I do that?" And then, but when they see those things behind the scenes, then they can start maybe piecing that stuff together.
Yeah.
So when she said that, it kind of made a lot of sense, which was a good gem.
Yeah, I loved that. She gave us so much. And a bunch of stuff that she gave to entrepreneurs in general. That's
mm-hmm.
why I'd like everybody to go back and watch that podcast. But one important thing that she said was that you can actually DM her personally, and she actually responds, and it's not like she's charging you some fee, for one question. So Beth Nidick, BETH, New York Dick.
Is that how you spell it?
NYDICK. Come on, you don't remember that from the episode? That was like one of the best points on the episode. Remember when she said, "Oh, because her husband's cute, thank God he's cute." Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so, I just think that if once you get those things into play, get yourself a coach. Again, don't just come from a place of you don't want to waste this person's time. Come from a place of first search for a coach to see what they're doing, if they're successful, how their relationships are with other people, because those things can, you not just the coach can be upset, but the person looking for the coach can pay out a lot of money and get the shaft.
Yeah. I mean, everything you do, you're groomed. Teachers have to do mentorships.
Yeah.
Doctors got to do their practicals or mentorships or
Yeah.
whatever that is. I don't know what it's called,
Yeah.
like the terminology.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Dentists, lawyers, like everyone goes through that process. Cops, they go through that process before they get their own car.
Yeah.
They have to ride with somebody. So everyone goes through that process of mentorship, learning the ropes, getting really inundated into their job.
Right.
So
But
I mean,
it's what we always talk about, cheat codes when you have a mentorship. And when I say cheat codes, I mean breadcrumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Breadcrumbs so that you don't have to go through what everyone else went through,
like
or what we went through.
Yeah, like if you woke up tomorrow and said, I'm gonna open up a bagel shop. Like I have no fucking clue where to start.
Right.
Right. Like I'll have to learn all that stuff.
Right.
Like
You could
maybe I need to
Google
go
it,
work.
or
Maybe I need to talk to a bagel shop owner and be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Can I come here 3 days a week and just kind of see what you do?
Right.
I know I'm just shooting out
but all of that
examples,
stuff
but I'm
could be
just saying that
all of it.
you need that stuff to
Yeah.
figure things out, you
Yeah.
know?
And you have to hold yourself accountable and continue to
Yeah.
stay passionate about the details if that's something that you really want to do.
And you have to understand that it's always not going to be good. It's going to be a lot of bad fucking days, but you have to kind of just stick through it, and you have to keep push through.
Well, if you're not ready
push
for bad
through and
fucking
push
days,
through.
then you ain't ready for entrepreneurship.
Yeah, entrepreneurship is like getting kicked in the stomach and then eating ice cream afterwards.
What?
Yeah.
Explain.
It's like every day you wake up and you think it's going to be a good day, and then, like, let's say something bad happens. It's like getting kicked in the stomach, and then you're like, oh, my stomach hurts. I just got kicked in the stomach. But when you eat ice cream, you're fucking happy. Right? So then that's what I'm saying. When you eat ice cream, it's a good day. When it's a bad day, you got kicked in the stomach.
God, you
know?
are so funny.
It's like in your business, let's say you had 3 clients that, hopefully it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
oh, Joy, I got hurt.
It just happened.
I got sick. I can't work out for 3 weeks. I broke my ankle. Or
Did you just speak to my client?
Yeah, she texted me earlier before you got here. No, I'm just saying, like, then you lost a
literally
client.
just happened.
You lost that one. That's a kick in the gut, right? But let's say that didn't happen. Let's say you're going through your business and you picked up 3 new clients.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw you. I want to work with
Yeah.
you. That's the ice cream.
That's true. I'm so in the headspace for the past probably 20 years of my life that when something bad happens, something good, door
Yeah.
close, open, another
One door
TBU.
closes,
But I've
one
lived
door
like
opens.
that, and it's always happened. I
Yeah.
always say it, for as long as I've had my business, when I lose a client, whether it's temporarily or not, I'm always like, oh, no, so now I have Mondays open at 10. Let me send out an email, and before I can even get that email out, someone says, is there any way I can switch to Mondays at 10? Every time.
Yeah.
I swear to
No,
God.
it does happen. It's like you got to learn how to roll with the punches.
You got to be open to it.
Got to learn to roll with the punches, man. You got to roll with them because it's just going to happen. Like, it could be anything,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing personally. Like, I purchased a Airbnb in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that,
Yeah.
again, I never done before. It was an investment piece.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's rocking and rolling. Everything's going great. I'm like, oh, wow, man, this is pretty good. They had a power outage in Puerto Rico for like 3 days. So I didn't know. I didn't expect that. I didn't know.
Was someone renting?
Somebody was renting. They canceled it. They left me a bad review. Those are things that I didn't know, but how to roll with it. But sure enough, fucking next week comes along. Somebody rents it out. They love it, and they write a fantastic review. So it's just like, it is what it is,
Yeah.
right? So I'm just saying, there's ups and downs in every, type of
Why did they leave you a
entrepreneurial.
bad review? They couldn't get in touch with you?
Yeah, but we know how people are. They just like to put
Well,
bad
you
reviews
didn't
out there.
Turn the power out?
I
Did
didn't
you?
cut- I didn't
pulled
cut
a
the cord.
Beyonce on them?
I didn't cut the cord.
Right?
Some people are like this. Some people just like to be like, oh, fuck this fucking please.
Yeah, you just got to, at the end of the day, to be like,
Yeah.
did I do my best?
I couldn't do anything else for you,
Right?
right? Like, I don't know what else to do for you. I did everything I could. So
Yeah, hold yourself accountable and ask yourself, did you do your best?
So
And at the
I
end
think
of the day,
it is, holding yourself accountable,
right?
Knowing the end goal,
Yeah.
rolling with the punches, and being open to constructive criticism, because this is what your coach is going to give you.
Yeah.
And you have to really take that in and really take a step back from, what you're doing and look at everything and say, oh, well, what did I really do? What they asked me to do?
Yeah.
And a good coach will guide you and give you, certain things to help you. Like, I know some people have real estate coaches specific for real estate, and these real estate coaches will say, all right, you should do your marketing this way, use these particular systems, use this. And that's kind of to get a realtor kind of rolling in the right direction. Because when you're a realtor, you're just dumped information, and you got to scramble through it. And I think that's why the first year in real estate is the hardest year for somebody.
Yeah.
I think I don't know the percentage of realtors that quit after the first year, or makes probably no money. You probably lose more money than you make in your first year of real estate. But that's why having a coach is very important, because maybe you'll get deals in and make money your first year instead of figuring it all out and make a bunch of mistakes. I mean, I made a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah. Did you had a coach for
No, not when I
for
started.
real estate?
No, I just was like on some just trying to find a lifesaver.
Wow. But you're a go-getter, I feel like.
So I've always been that way, so I've always been able to figure things out,
Yeah.
You can figure it out if you really want to. It's going to be hard, but you can really do it.
I personally think real estate seems like a tough industry, but I guess everything is that if you have no knowledge.
So my first phys ed job was in Asbury Park, and I had great directors. They're so cool, but I had no experience. And I remember my director gave me this book. He was like, "Here you go. Make it your own." I was like, "Shit, man. What does that mean?"
Right.
So I had to go home, and I'm this big fucking book, and I had all these different activities and games, and I was just going through it, and I'm like making my own curriculum pretty much, because at that time they didn't have it. It was more of a private school, so I was just kind of doing my own thing, making it up. So I mean, I could say for me, I guess those things that I experienced kind of helped me, because I've always been able to figure it out.
Right.
But some people don't have that skill.
My
skill set is figuring the shit out. Yeah, I did. I had no choice.
You're a problem solver.
I'm figuring shit out on my own.
Yeah.
I'm also only child too, so maybe that's part of it.
So you're independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of it. I haven't figured that aspect out yet.
One last thing I know that I remembered my coach taught me. It was, and could go with anyone. It was to be careful how you talk about yourself, inside and out, your physical, your mental.
Ooh.
And and the reason why is because he had this great quote. I don't remember. I'm going to mess this up a little bit, but he said, when your talk about yourself inside and outside is negative, you become a victim to society. When it's positive, you become a creator of value.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Right?
Yeah. Did you like when he said that?
Yeah.
Or were you like, what are you talking about?
Well, first I was like, back it up. Like I needed to
Explain
process.
it to me.
Yeah. But when you do talk about yourself negative, like let's say, like you said, you're having a bad day, you get kicked in the stomach.
Yes.
You're gonna go home and kick someone in the stomach per se.
Misery loves company.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So of course you become a victim, right? This person messed me up at work. This wasn't my fault. Yeah. I'm having a bad day. I didn't get my braces out when I was supposed to. You know what I mean? You become a victim. But when you talk positive, like, you know what? I only have another 2 weeks, and then my braces are going to
I just told you that before. You just get over it.
You did. You did. And now I'm talking positive. So now I'm creating value.
All right.
Right?
Yep. I agree.
All right. So I think that is probably all I have to say about that. I think that, again, you should check out that Beth Neidig episode.
Yes.
I think that also you should reach out to Beth if that's something you're interested in. I love promoting her on here. She's one of my favorite people. And also, Pete and I have started back up our Thought Leader newsletter. So if that's something that you're interested in getting to your inbox every Saturday morning, you can go to foreverfree.space, and fill out the newsletter email, and you'll get that to your inbox every Saturday morning.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. It's
so
value.
We're going to close here. It's very valuable, and let you know that we are still on Apple, on Spotify, on YouTube, which we are doing very well now on YouTube. Very happy about that.
We're crushing it.
Thank you so much, Forever Free Space Tribe community. And if this is something that resonates with you, continue to join our community, because we promise the best is yet to come.
Yes, it is.